rainy night on tap with scattered showers around becoming more widespread as we go into the overnight hours with the possibility of minor flooding. I'll have all the details coming right up.
There are witnesses waiting all over this fortune to describe out what's already known worldwide. He stole money.
Now at 10, could Alec Murdaugh's other legal battles be brought to the forefront of a double murder trial? The testimony continues. And moving the classroom outdoors, local students learn what a true workday looks like. And a tough pill to swallow. A South Carolina lawmaker joins the fight against putting abortion drugs in the mail. Your news at 10 starts right now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF, News Channel 6 at 10 on MeTV.
We begin with breaking news out of Harlem. The police department currently searching for a suspect they say ran from deputies following a traffic stop. Good evening, I'm Sean Cabbage-Stock. If you live in the areas of Lincoln Road, West Milledgeville Road, and the Cornerstone subdivision, you're asked to stay indoors and call and report any suspicious activity to 706-541-2800. The Richmond County Coroners and Sheriff's offices are investigating a suspicious death. It happened today at the Motel 6 on Boy Scout Road here in Augusta. Investigators say a man was found dead in one of the rooms there. Code enforcement was also called to the scene. An autopsy will be performed. A South Carolina judge is set to decide whether Alec Murdaugh's alleged financial crimes could be shared with a jury in his murder trial. The prosecution argues the evidence is necessary to prove a motive in the double murders. Thursday, the chief financial officer from Murdaugh's former law firm took to the stand without the jury being present. She detailed some financial misdeeds that they were in the process of uncovering. She testified that on the morning Murdaugh's wife and son were murdered, she asked them about those missing funds.
He assured me that the money was there and that he could get it. And at that point, I said, I'm just trying to do my job, and if I don't get this paperwork and verify that with these questions, I'm not doing my job. He actually acted like he respected that, and again said that that money was there, and that he again was trying to decide what he was going to be doing with it.
Murdaugh's defense team says the alleged financial crimes should not be presented to the jury. Court is set to resume Friday morning, and a possible ruling on this evidence could be made. Meteorologist Jenna Petracci joins us now on this soggy Thursday. Hey, Jenna.
That's exactly right, Sean. So far, not a whole lot of rain accumulation as these showers have just been very light throughout the day, but we definitely have some batches of heavier rain about to move into the CSRA. So here's a current look at Live Viper 6. Patch of very heavy rain exiting Atlanta into Athens now. This will be making its way into our northern counties in just a little bit, but right now up in Wilkes County around Washington, that is where we have some moderate rainfall moving in, and we'll take a look at that now on Live Viper 6. Notice those heavier downpours right around Tignall to the north of Washington. As for the CSRA, not any rain right now as for Augusta Metro, I was meant to say, we don't have any rain over us right now, but we do have those light showers approaching I-20 moving into Martinez, Evans as we speak. But notice the roads are already very wet on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over at Television Park. So we could have the possibility of minor flooding tonight since we already have some very soggy conditions on the surface. But temperature-wise, we're in those upper 40s through low 50s. 51 in Wrightsville, Gibson, you're at 48, Augusta at 50 degrees. 46 in Edgefield, and 47 in Lincolnton. So it's a bit chillier than it was this time yesterday, seeing around a 5 to 13 degree drop in temperatures, even 14 degrees colder now in Allendale. So we have colder air ushering into the CSRA with a cold front to our north, warm front to the south with low pressure along the Gulf Coast states with a whole lot of rain to come within the system. So as we go into our morning planner, we're going to continue to have cloudy conditions with the rain, temperatures dropping into those low 40s. So a soggy night tonight, once again, possible flooding, clearing though by Friday afternoon, and then the sun will come back Friday afternoon with a great start to our weekend, but it will be much colder. So coming up, I'll have all the details on your forecast, but back to you, Sean.
All right, Jenna, sounds good. Thank you. Attorney General Alan Wilson is one of 20 chief legal advisors pushing back on retail pharmacies for requesting to send doctor-prescribed abortion pills by the mail. Here's Taylor Young.
Abortion by pill, the most common form of eliminating a pregnancy in the U.S., is now the new battleground for reproductive rights.
We really don't know the effect of them.
Republican lawmakers, state attorneys, and legal advocacy groups fighting to limit their reach.
Chemical abortion drugs are dangerous and they should never have been allowed on the market.
The Alliance Defending Freedom is questioning the FDA's recent decision to allow retail pharmacies to send patients abortion pills by mail. The group is part of a lawsuit asking a federal judge in Texas to reverse that approval nationwide.
The FDA has a responsibility to protect the health, the safety, and the welfare of Americans, women, and girls. When it comes to chemical abortion drugs, they have failed that responsibility.
In South Carolina, Attorney General Alan Wilson sent a letter to CVS and Walgreens executives threatening legal consequences. In a statement, he said, in part, the Supreme Court made it clear it's up to the states to decide how to best protect unborn children and women. He continued by saying, that's why I'm letting these companies know that we will do everything we can to uphold the law if it's broken.
Everybody should be able to get an abortion in their community, just like any other health care.
Following the lawsuit and letters to pharmacy execs, Democrats and pro-choice advocates are pushing for more legislation that they argue would ultimately protect reproductive rights.
No government and no politician has any place interfering in the decision between a woman and her family and her faith and her doctor.
Taylor Young reporting for us tonight. Health officials say the abortion pill is not Plan B, and depending on the state, patients can be prescribed medication for abortions up to 11 weeks of pregnancy. A South Carolina couple joining the fight against fentanyl after their 27-year-old son died back in August from the drug. Data from the Greenville County Sheriff's Office says Brandon Bowers was one of at least 145 people killed by fentanyl in 2022. His parents are one of several families sharing with state lawmakers the dangers of the drug and to urge them to pass bills that will establish minimum sentences for trafficking fentanyl and punish those who contribute to overdose deaths.
What we really want is, like what I had said, I just want parents to know signs. I want parents to know that it can happen to their child.
That legislation is extremely important. We got laws now that doesn't stop people from committing crime, but if we don't have those laws, we can't prosecute them when they catch them. We need teeth, and that's exactly what they're fixing to give us. We feel really good it'll pass.
The South Carolina House this week passed a bill to establish mandatory minimum sentences for those who traffic fentanyl. That bill still needs to go through the Senate. The Georgia House approves money for a $1 billion property tax break and a $1 billion income tax break. It's all a part of a plan to amend this year's budget to spend another $2 billion in projected revenue. The House voting today to approve House Bill 18 and sending it to the Senate for more debate. The plan would move $100 million into employee health insurance to ease a steep health insurance premium increase for those public school districts, and also spend more than $14 million to give one-time $250 bonus payments to 55,000 retired state employees. Visitors to Diamond Lakes in Augusta still need relief. The restrooms in 2 scoring towers are off limits despite hundreds of thousands of dollars spent on repairs. In May, commissioners approved another $500,000 to fix drainage issues in the towers, but now new assessments on the problems are needed.
There's some mold issues that we're still talking about, some mold remediation that needs to be done. Previous contractors did not complete the job the way that they were supposed to. And my question is, who was responsible for ensuring that it happened?
In the next 2 weeks, commissioners will receive a full assessment of the towers in order to determine what problems remain and the cost to fix them. A local school is giving students a glimpse of the real world during National Job Shadowing Day. Nikita Dennis joins us live with more on the meaning of the special day. Hey, Nikita.
Yes, students at Richmond County Technical Career Magnet School are learning about different career opportunities and skills to have along the way.
at least 27 of our students, every other day is a National Job Shadow Day because we have students who are involved in work-based learning opportunities all school year. So they get an opportunity to do that full-time as students here at our school.
Keyshawn Hunter is the principal at Richmond County Technical Career Magnet School. She says although the school is no stranger to career learning, for National Job Shadowing Day, they decided to dig deeper.
We have a vast assortment of career pathways that students can choose from. And our mission, and we start each day with reciting that mission, and that is to prepare the students of today to become the skilled professionals of tomorrow.
The school allows students to shadow jobs in engineering, film, cyber, and others.
We also have a world languages pathway here. So we have students who are interested in that as well. And a major thing that we have going for us is the Cyber Academy that we have housed right here.
Hunter says she wants to make sure students get plenty of exposure when choosing a career after graduating.
But one thing that I'm really proud of with our students is that by having those work-based learning opportunities, they understand what it's like to work in the workforce, the importance of having good customer service.
Hunter also says the school makes sure to inform parents on all opportunities provided for students. Live in the Satellite News Center, Nikita Dennis, WJBF News Channel 6.
Nikita, thank you. Still to come, the division between lawmakers continues to grow. Democrats reacting to their colleagues' decision to wear certain lapel pins on the House floor.
No one's getting...
And take a look at this. The streets in Texas are transforming into ice rinks as a winter storm continues to freeze the region. Some may be out skating and sledding on the frozen roads, but those conditions are brutal. At least 8 people are dead due to the ice storm, and at least thousands of people are without power.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Well, we have a wet Thursday evening on our hands. Here's Live Viper 6 showing the light rain moving into the CSRA. We had some scattered showers down south and scrubbing over into Bamberg and Barnwell County. Those are starting to diminish. But it's this pocket of the red and yellow that we're going to be watching, as some of that will move into our northern counties. Right now it's over Athens with just some moderate rainfall over the lake right now. Notice the yellow there around Lincolnton. But other than that, just the widespread light shower activity that's now over Bobby Jones. We're hearing it here at the station. This is all throughout downtown Augusta, North Augusta, along I-20 into parts of Aiken County as well. So no surprise that the roads are very wet on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam at Washington Road. Definitely drive with caution if you're headed out late tonight and for your Friday morning, as the rain will still be here at that point. 50 degrees as our temperature, a little on the chilly side, at least colder than it's been over the last few days. We have a cold front to our north and a warm front to the south, and in between we're trapped in a cold air wedge here in much of the two-state. So these two systems are providing a lot of moisture, and that's why we have this large area of shower activity. Temperatures here in the CSRA are anywhere from those upper 40s through low 50s, but notice the really extreme temperature gradient down in southern Georgia. We're near 70 degrees down in Valdosta, but the upper 40s in Greenville, mid 40s along the coastline in Myrtle Beach. So once again, that's where that wedge of cold air is, and it is affecting the CSRA as well. So it looks like southern Georgia is getting an early spring, at least for today, while the rest of us are still stuck in these winter conditions. For satellite and radar, in addition to the rain, we also have a lot of cloud cover, and over the next several days, we'll see a drop in temperatures followed by a quick rise back to above average conditions. So 49 as our high on Saturday, but then this time next week, we will be in the low 70s. So over the next couple of hours, we're going to see high chances of rain, 100% guaranteed rainfall at 6 a.m., then down to just a 20% chance by the 10 o'clock hour, and then look at the rest of Friday into Saturday, 0% chance of rain. So let's time it out now, starting at midnight, mostly light showers around, but then as we go into 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, that's when we'll have some heavier downpours passing through the metro south of Augusta by around 8 o'clock. Then this completely pushes out by noon with just a few leftover clouds. Northern northerly winds ushering the colder air, but overall looking much better with a lot of sun for our Saturday. Lows tonight will be in the low to mid 40s, and for tomorrow, low to mid 50s, so below average with the morning shower activity. Sun on Saturday, right back to cloudy conditions on Sunday with a warm up next week. And we'll be right back.
Do your gutters look like this? Opening round of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am in the books. Matt Neesmith, Grayson Sig, our low locals, 5 shots off of the lead. This week's WJBF Scholar Athlete of the Week is Cross Creek senior Jada Akison. 3.5 GPA, one of the top students in her class, dual enrolled honor student. Favorite thing to study is agriculture. They have a program at the school. She's also a 4-year starter at shortstop for the Razorback softball team. She was second team All-Region her freshman year, best offensive player her sophomore year, first team All-Region her junior year, and now a USA Today Player of the Year nominee.
I was actually very nervous. I was very nervous because there was like a lot bigger girls, and I was a little freshman, and there was seniors, and I was really nervous.
She has been instrumental to us turning the program around. I look at her one of the leaders. She is not only a great student athlete, but she's a great person overall. She is kind-hearted. She's just a blessing to our program.
And she's going to go to East Georgia and study business. We'll be right back. St. John.
And last but not least, more developers are using computer software to do some interesting things like track your hand movements.
Right in your web browser using your computer's camera.
This is free to try, made by a developer who goes by Jack, but all kinds of developers and tech companies are trying to perfect this type of tracking technology for use in both augmented reality and virtual reality purposes. I don't know what to do with my hands. What do I do with my hands?
I don't know.
Isn't that Ron? Doesn't Ron say
You're
that?
doing great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you got it down.
There.
There you go.
Well, is that it?
Well, guys, it's a rainy night, that's for sure. We've got a
yeah.
lot of rain coming our way tonight and tomorrow morning, but then we will have sunshine back on Saturday with some cooler temperatures. Lows will be in the mid-20s, highs only in the upper 40s. More clouds and rain on Sunday, but then sunshine with a nice warm-up next week. We'll see upper 60s and low 70s.
Yeah, look at that 73 for Wednesday, Jenna. Well, the news continues at the top of the hour over on ABC. Hope you'll join us then. Hope and Heroes is up next here on UTV.